everybody. Welcome to a special episode of the Gym Owners Fitness Business Podcast. Now, this afternoon, I'm speaking to Kresten from Mothersumu. And the first question you're going to ask me is, who is Mothersumu? So Mothersumu was founded in 2015 by a Denmark-based team of engineers, astrophysicists, and one elite athlete. They have created the first and today only app in the world that uses a built-in motion sensor in smartphones to generate live fitness metrics like cadence, distance, and calories on indoor bikes. Now, I've tried the app out and I absolutely love it. It's got some really cool features. So what I'm going to do today is allow Kresten to take you guys through a pretty cool presentation of Mothersumu. So take it away, Kresten.
Thank you, Mel. Well, I'll definitely do my best to give a quick overview of what Mothersumu is if you're a gym owner. So let me just share my screen here with everybody. All right. So this is exactly what you were talking about, Mel. This is the feature of Mothersumu that makes it for everyone. As you see here, this is a member smartphone on a standard indoor bike with absolutely no sensors or anything. And with the vibrations that travel through the bike, we pick it up with the phone and we can give you cadence, distance, calories burned to make sure that even the most basic bike can get in the game and have fun in the way that Mothersumu is meant to. People might ask, do we also connect to heart rate monitors, power meters on bikes? And of course we do, simply by Bluetooth. So this means it's for everybody, no matter what bike is in your gym. So this is kind of the starting point of Mothersumu, as you just mentioned. But we are actually intending Mothersumu to be much more than just a tracking app for indoor cyclists. We want Mothersumu to be used in these three scenarios. So the one first to the left is your typical indoor cycling instructor with a crew, putting everybody up with their data on a leaderboard, running races, timers, everything to engage people in the class. And that is really how many people know Mothersumu in the gym today. But Mothersumu is also a live streaming app. And that means we're streaming out from studios around the world, from Kuala Lumpur, London, Copenhagen, Dallas, San Diego, with our instructors. So your members on the floor or in the studio can basically just open up Mothersumu and join one of these classes, join with fellow participants from the gym and be part of all the fun. And you can see a little bit of that in the center here. And if you want to take it one step further in your gym, you can just open up team.mothersumu.com and you will have exactly the display you see on the right here. You will have our instructor streaming out and everybody who's in the room goes on the leaderboard. The instructor will see them, call them out, guide them through the class, and there will be everything from races, team challenges, people can send emojis back and forth. So it becomes almost as good as having the instructor in the room if you might have some time slots during the day where you can't put your instructors up there. Well, we take care of it for you. So that's really what Mothersumu does in the gym. It's these three situations we want to cover. And if you look at a little bit more about Mothersumu here, I just wanted to show some of the things we're really proud of, because one thing is putting this together, but does it work? And we think it does. Last year, we won the Women's Health Award for Best Indoor Cycling App. And we have shown with our stats now that our live classes make people stay 2 to 3 times longer than if they consume on-demand classes. And that is really from all the interaction. That's all the emojis, that's all the games, it's all the stuff you can do when it's live. And that's really a key word for us and what we've been striving to do for years now. So in short, what we're trying to do for the gym owners is basically we're trying to make savings on tech bike upgrades. So you can just run with a standard bike for a few more years if you like. Then there's the capacity thing. We have a ton of live classes, which you can basically just put up there, and I'm going to show in 2 minutes how to do it. And then there is a lot of good stuff to be said about digital in general, not just MotoSumo, but I think a lot of new members who are a little nervous about stepping into those group classes, you can get them on board with a very, very simple and safe experience on the floor, just themselves with one of our live instructors. And then there's the retention side, as I said. We keep people 2-3 times longer than if they consume exactly the same classes on demand. So that's some of the stuff we want to go out there and do for gym owners. And then finally, the cherry on top is that this is a free service. It's free for the gym owners. It's free for their members. So you can download MotoSumo. You can open up that team display on team.motosumo.com, and there's no cost to it. And that is really, you could say, the tracking feature is one thing, but making it free for everyone is the other thing we're trying to do to get everybody access to these kind of experiences in their gym. And yeah, there might be some questions around how can we do that and how can we give it away for free. And I think it's fair to say it in the podcast here that we make money in 2 ways. One is we show an ad before you start a class. It's 10 to 30 seconds. We might show a little bit of banner ads, but not something that's blocking during class. And then we have a premium history feature, which is a bit like Strava-ish for those 2-3% who really want to dive deep into their data. We got a little bit extra for them, and they take a premium membership, and we make our money there. So that's why it can be free for all the gym owners and all their members. It's because we're so certain that people love it, and we will make a bit of money on ads and on premium memberships. So
sounds absolutely fantastic. So let's just go over some of those steps again. First of all, you've said that the app is free to gym owners and also for their members. So it doesn't matter how big or how small the club is, the app is free. So what are the first steps? So I'm a club owner. I've got this, doesn't matter really how big my cycle room is, but I want to get my members engaged a lot more than what they are currently. What are the first steps that I need to do as a club owner or instructor in order to get MotoSumo launched in my cycle room?
So the shortest way there is probably to go to our website and book a 15-minute call. So you will meet either me or one of the other people from the company who will take you through the simplest step. But in short, what you will get is a download link to MotoSumo. You can also just search it in the app or the Play Store, and you will have the app. That's really the first step to get started. You can do all the stuff. You can see all the other people in the app, just so you don't even need that big display to get started. So as an instructor, if you want your members to use MotoSumo with you, if you want to have all the instructor features, just download it and click Create Team, and off you go with a 2-digit code. So it's no more difficult than that. If you then want to put it up on the big display, it's also quite simple. And I think the easiest way is probably just to demo it right here. I'll share my screen again, because it is nothing but a website. So I hope you can see this.
Yes.
You just go into your browser, you write team.motosumo.com, and here you are. So in 12 minutes, there's a class, 30 minutes, as we saw before with our instructor. But in case you're an instructor in your gym and you want to use it as your leaderboard, if you look at the bottom right corner, you will see a team display code. And that is really when you're in the app and you are tracking, if you want to create a team, you simply press Create Team. And then right after that, you click cast to team display. And then you put in that short code, which I'm just doing now in the app. Say okay, and voila, here's my team. And now you're using it as a regular leaderboard with everybody who's on their phone in your studio. It's the same website. It's just 2 clicks in the app. So it's like you can switch back and forth between these modes, whether you have your own classes or you want some of the MotoSumo instructors to entertain your people when there's no class on in your studio, or if you want to entertain them on the floor. So it's that simple. And yeah, you got all the instructor features here. You can even start races if you like. And all these things are also happening inside the app. So this is really you could say, additional feature. Putting it up on the team display, but it has a good effect for members to get like a first feel. They don't even have to download. They just walk in and they can instinctively see what is going on. And the instructor will say, if you want to join me up here and you want to be part of the games, just download the app and join.
And so they just take their phone into the class, and the club owners don't necessarily need to have a smartphone holder on their bike. They can sit the phone in their drink holder if that's the ability is there to do that. The club owner doesn't have to have the latest bikes. They can have bikes that are 5 or 10 years old. Is that okay to be doing that?
Yes, we have bikes in the office that are 20 years old.
Well, there you go.
So that's definitely possible. Yes. So if there is no phone holder, you can either retrofit that and buy something from Amazon or what you like. But as you say, just to get started, the drink holders are perfectly fine. There is really no need for buying anything, and that has really been the vision from the beginning. We wanted it to be as simple as possible, and we wanted everybody to have a chance to join the fun and have these kind of experiences in their gym. So it wasn't just for the high budget, or what do you say, the high spending clubs. We wanted it to be for every club and every member.
I love the concept of it, because it does give the ability for independent club owners that are perhaps not deriving a high income from their club. It still gives them the ability to have a great tool there that creates social interaction within a class environment. And it also allows them to be competitive with their competitors in their community. So as you and I both know, there are a lot of studio owners that run their businesses, like from factories, or they have small retail space. And something like this gives them the ability to get more foot traffic in, to create that community, the social interaction. And it's a great retention tool. And I think that that's what's most important nowadays, since we've opened since COVID, is to have, resources and tools in our club that do give the ability to create a higher retention, as opposed to, several years ago, we didn't have a lot of these resources, as you know. So, I mean, I love it. I am that person that sits their phone in the drink holder. So, and it works really, really well for me, and I really, really like it. So, Kresten, are you going to be at any fitness business events in the next 12 months where people catch up with you?
We are just in the planning phase now. We've just done with FIBO here in Europe, so it's been a couple of hectic months. So we're just planning the rest of the year, but I think we will definitely be at least 3-4 places around the world this year. So yeah, check out maybe some of our socials. We'll announce it as soon as possible, but definitely. And if you can't find us there, as I said, just go to the website and book a 15-minute call, and we are ready to help instantly.
I think that's fantastic. And I don't doubt that you will pop out to Australia, perhaps 2024, because we've got some terrific events coming up, bigger and bolder in 2024 when it comes to fitness business events. So again, Kresten, just tell our listeners today, where can they contact you if they want to have a chat?
So go to motosumo.com. there's a chance to book a call there. But also feel free to reach out to me on my profile on LinkedIn. I'm always there. Also go to our socials on Instagram, Facebook. We got some very nice people responding there. So just look up MotoSumo and you will find us, and you can reach out on any channel. There's even a chat in the app. So go ahead and use that.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon on what's like been our coffee break podcast, which has been absolutely fantastic. And I hope that some of our gym owners do get in touch with you. I'd just like to thank our sponsors for today's podcast, which is Oz Active, MyZone, and Fitness on Demand, and of course, Ignite Fitness Business Events here in Australia. Kresten, I will catch up with you, no doubt. And let's see what we can do with the app and get more club owners on board.
Thank you for having me, and have a nice afternoon, Mel.
You too. And I hope it's warm for you over there.
It is.